All right, Joni, thank you. I want to bring in right now Dr. Jeffrey Kopin from Northwestern Medicine Lake Forest Hospital for some perspective on this. Good morning to you, doctor.
Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. So I want to start with Pfizer. They have said that early lab tests suggest that their booster provides protection against Omicron. You may have read, doctor, about I believe it's a small-scale study in South Africa that showed that sans the booster, Pfizer may not provide a lot of protection against Omicron. I bring it up because there is so much vaccine hesitancy out there, and if someone's going to go through the trouble of getting their shots, they want to make sure that they get the best efficacy they can. So are you concerned at all with the efficacy of Pfizer's vaccine against Omicron, or is it too soon?
I think absolutely it's too soon. The South African study, which got a lot of publicity around the world, looked at exactly 6 patients, 6. So let's be careful. This morning, we have a positive report from Pfizer saying that with the booster, there seems to be nice activity of the antibody in preventing infection. But again, this is very preliminary. And I just want to stress to everybody that it's 2 weeks tomorrow that we first heard about this variant. So we should not take any of these early studies and make any kind of conclusion about where we are going to be.
Good, very good point on that. Doctor, you know, Delta is the dominant strain right here in Chicago, the dominant strain of COVID, and in Illinois. How concerned are you that some of these crowded hospitals are even going to get more overwhelmed?
Yeah, it's a great question because we're still in a pandemic of Delta. I know everyone wants to talk about Omicron, and that's fine. So far, we have 1 case identified in Illinois. Certainly, there are more. And no one should be alarmed as there will be reports of more genetic sequencing uncovering more Omicron in Illinois. It's here, and we're going to see more of it. Having said that, our hospitals, particularly in the northwestern part of the state, coming east into the northeast now, we're filling up. We're seeing many more Delta patients than we've seen in months. We have here in Lake Forest, we're up in the 30s right now. We were in the single digits not too long ago. And we're starting to see this occur in many hospitals in the state. I do want to reassure everybody that we can take care of people regardless of what your problem is. So please don't stay home if you're sick. You'll come in and we'll take care of you at any of the hospitals in the state of Illinois. But people have to understand we're still in a pandemic of Delta. This vaccination question is incredibly important. So anyone who's watching us this morning, if you have not been vaccinated at all, please start the process. And if you've waited to get your booster and you're within the correct time period, this is a perfect time to get the booster. It will protect you against anything bad happening with Delta. And there will be, for Omicron, there will be some efficacy with the booster. I don't think there's going to be any question about that.
We're almost out of time, doctor. I want to try to maybe end it on a positive note. There are rumblings that perhaps Omicron is a milder strain than Delta. If that is the case, and then if it does usurp Delta here in Chicago and elsewhere, might we see the beginning of the end of the pandemic, or is that too optimistic?
Now, look, that's the optimistic scenario, and let's hope that's what happens. That's the way viral pandemics end. The virus mutates in a way that it becomes more infectious, more transmissible than the current variant, Delta in our case, but the disease that it causes is not as bad. That would be a wonderful thing if that were to happen. Great scenario. It's way too soon, though, for us to know whether that's going to happen.
Okay. Doctor, again, you came in really at the last minute to help us out and explain what we're dealing with here. Jeffrey Kopin from Northwestern Medicine. Thank you so much, doctor. We appreciate your time this morning.
Everyone take good care.
You too. Thank you.